Welcome everyone to the third part of our final project, CSV reading file and searching it using Java. In third part, what we are going to do is refactor our code. In the last part, what we did was we did all the programming to find all the employee data whose salary is less than 5,000. But all of these things are done within one function. Look at it, one function. But according to Java coding standard, one function should do one task. Right now it is doing three: reading CSV, creating employee object, and then looping through the employee list object to look at the data whose salary is less than 5,000. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create three objects. One is read CSV, it is great. Next one is public. For the time being, let's give it void create employee object list. What this function is going to do is this part. This part should be another function. We'll come back to it. So done. Another function is public void employee data salary less than 5,000. So what is this function is going to do is going to print all the employees data whose salary is less than 5,000, which is this part. Now that we have divided our tasks into functions, one task, one function, let's start completing one by one. Now read CSV. As it says, read CSV, it only should read CSV file and no other task. Its objective is only to read CSV file. What we are going to do here is remove this, is reading CSV file and then return CSV file. So we will do return reader. It reads the CSV file, it keeps it in an object called reader. We are returning this object. What this function is this? If we call this function, it is going to read our file and return the object which has all the data of the reader's file. Now look at this error. It is saying we need to have a throws exception because this is a file reading. So I'm going to try catch. Just click it. That's it. So we are done with one function, code to read CSV file. Next, our next task is to create employee object list. Now the to create employee object list, we need a reader which has all the data. Remember, we have all the data that is read has to be kept in an object, and that object has to be kept in a list. So this all data has been read and kept in an object called reader. From that reader, we'll extract each line and keep it in an object, and that object need to go into an employee list. So here what we need first is we need to call this function. This function, if we call it, it is going to give us our data. So it returns reader's file, and that reader is available here. Now we have the reader's file. Now that we have it, now what we can do is loop through it. Reader.next and create an employee object, keep it in an employee object, and in an employee list, add all the objects. Now this doesn't need to be a class variable, it can be a function variable. What we do, we are creating objects, employee objects list. So it need to return what? Our employee list, whose data type is array type employee. Now we know it need to return this. Once we have done that, what we have to do, once this looping is finished, we need to return our employee list. Done. This part is done. What we have done so far, we created a array list and we read the data, created an employee object, kept each row one employee data in one object, then that object is added to employee list and then employee list is returned when this function is called. Now to fix this error, since it is reader, it needs to be surrounded with try and catch and done. So this function is done. It returns employee list. Next function is our business function. What is our business? Our business logic. A business logic is to print all the employee object whose salary is less than 5,000. Now this function, what does it need? It needs our array list. How it will get it? What we are going to do is we need to call this object array list employee, and we'll call employee list is equal to new object. Error. Array employee array list employee, it's employee. Why it is showing error? Let's look at the error. Employee list, it is returning our employee list, which is array list employee. Okay, I think there was some spelling mistake or something. I did not catch it, but it is fixed. Now we have the employee list. No, this is incorrect. Sorry. It needs to call this object to get. Okay, makes sense now. I was doing something like new, which is incorrect. To call a function, I just have to call the function, which is this function. When I call this function, what it returns? It returns me the employee list. It reads the reader file, create an employee object for each row, and that object is stored in employee list, and employee list is returned. When employee list is written, can loop through this list and put a logic if less than 5,000, then print it. Now let's run it and see if it is working. Okay, before that, one small change. Can you see our class name is CSV file reader, but our this class no longer just does file reading. It also has business logic. What we can do, we can give an appropriate name, refactor, rename, and we can say it as CSV utilities. And leave a comment here. Return employees data. Print employees data whose salary is less than 5,000. Now go to execution class and you see, because I use refactor, it is already done. And rather than calling read CSV, I will not name it CSV file, I will call it CSV utilities. And say utilities dot I want to print employee data whose salary is less than 5,000. Now do run as Java application. And there you go. it has print all the employee data whose salary is less than 500. To give a summary overview what we did, our first function previously in previous video or what the video that we started with, we had one function which was doing 3 tasks, but that is incorrect. We should not do something like that in Java coding. We need to have separate function for separate tasks. To keep in mind, one function, one task, or one task, one function. What we did, we created 3 functions. Read CSV. It just read the CSV file and return the object which has the data. Next, task, create employee object list. We want to create object list of employees which can iterate through. So what it does, it create the list for us, employee list, and returns it. So we read it, we create an employee list, and we return an employee list. Third task was to print the data of the employee whose salary is less than 5,000. And this is what it function does. It prints the salary of the employees. Sorry, it prints all the data of the employee whose salary is less than 5,000. And this is how we have refactored it. And if you look at it, it is much more readable, divided. Now someone comes to your project and look at your code, he can see what you are doing. Read CSV, you are creating employee object list and iterating through that list to print the data. So that's it. This is all we have for code refactoring. Thank you.